Ewe chichiyatarona beayatu itekiyashiyatano. Hello, everyone, and happy Easter Monday. This is an Easter Monday, April 21. Very, very powerful and igniting day. And so I want to just bring in the essence of this Easter Monday. It is Easter Monday, and we are arriving since the early morning hours, bringing in the higher spiritual awareness that has been tweaking, adjusting, aligning, and balancing your energetic bodies, your energetic minds throughout this entire Easter, Good Friday, awakening, and preparing you for Easter Sunday of the highest, holiest essence that beamed down through the realms and brought in the highest awakening of vibrations of light into this higher vibration of the calming after the storm. So I just wanted to bring in this heightened awareness of what was taking place for the very peaceful but very strong, empowering energy of a storm that came in Friday night on the Good Friday. And that storm was very relevant to the frequency of the crucifixion per se, on a biblical note, I guess you would say. But it was just a very, very peaceful, but very lightning, lots of lightning, lots of thunder on Good Friday night. So I thought that was something to mention of what took place near where I live. And the thunder and the lightning was very, very loud and very, very long throughout the night. And then not a really heavy rain, but it did rain. And then through into Sunday, yesterday, there was this golden essence of gentleness and peacefulness that is within the consciousness that flowed around, lifting off. And it really felt to me like there was this rejuvenation frequency to allow the transformation of everything that we've been feeling in the past 2 or 3 weeks. It's been very unsettling, days of feeling very sad and unknowingness and lost, and just, that was what was coming through. And I felt, wow, this must be the Christ consciousness. And then that bathing the whole planet was like a plateau that came through yesterday of, wow, this is a very powerful day also. Easter Sunday of plateauing, of letting go of those old energies and emotions, and yet knowing this is a very heightened frequency arriving now. Kind of like new beginnings, new vibrations of, all right, I got the program. I know how to do this. It's like the mind is in sync with the fifth dimension of listening to the higher consciousness of these empowerment frequencies, that yes, we can choose to vibrate to what we're used to in the aura fields of what's around us, but we can also resonate and sustain the connection to the higher consciousness. and through these telepathic abilities, which I believe have come in very strong and very powerful on the Good Friday with that igniting lightning and thundering storm. Kind of like, to me, it was like plugging in a new electricity into the circuit board of our vibrational minds and hearts. And it's kind of like out with the old circuit system and in with this new heightened dimensional circuit board system that would allow us to vibrate in the higher frequencies of telepathics, beyond intuitiveness, but also in setting our goal to sustaining this routine of monitoring how we feel and how sensitive we are to the energies of others and energies that's in a room. And as we monitor those frequencies, we are in absolute awareness that we have the ability to transcend out of that consciousness field. When I say transcend, it means you're listening, connecting, and kind of like grabbing hold of that invisible light switch in the cellar of the basement, clicking it on and lighting up this whole beam of light around you that can see the shadows, the shadow selves, the interruptive frequencies around you. And that's kind of like where I believe this is the time as we step into this Monday. It's the beginning of the week of stepping into a time of infinite reality frequencies. And so we're starting out a little bit later today rather than at 10 a.m., just to be in alignment. I wanted to still be on stream with you on Monday and just know that these higher energies that came through with that rainstorm and thunder and lightning was for purifying and amplifying our energetic aura fields to be crystallizing, magnetizing light essences that's moving into our soul being and connecting us into a solar light consciousness. When we have that solar light consciousness, it allows us to accelerate into a crystal vibration and resurrect these crystals in our body that have been hidden into a heightened frequency in Amania. So I just want to wish everyone once more a happy Easter. I know I did on Good Friday, but this is a really blessed new beginning of time. And I want to bring in an activation for this moment in time where I feel we're energetically aligning into a higher frequency that we're going to be able to sustain the balance of this month and into the balance of this year, a higher consciousness. Yeah, what did you do? So just get your feet nicely grounded on the floor wherever you are. If you're laying back on a sofa or a lazy chair, just get your root chakra and your spinal column anchored. And also, if you can just place your shoulders back into that comfortable chair or bed or so where you're at, so that you're kind of butterflying open the chest plate, but the shoulders are back so that you can start feeling these electromagnetic frequencies from these electrical weekend showers that's going to be coming in, that I'm also going to be tapping into. And so we are shifting into these higher vibrations of light over this weekend. And we're also integrating the abilities that have been really the shadows of our mastery timelines, not just the hidden shadows of the ancestors. So I want to awaken this light inside of everyone today and give you a sacred light language that's going to assist you in moving into the higher essences. So we're going to activate this higher frequencies in this activation today for you. And also just be aware that there will also be a healing, a very subtle shift in your body. Because when I'm bringing in these heightened vibrations, you're also getting a healing and a shifting in consciousness. Anything in the lowering vibrations in the body will begin dissolving and creating a new vibration of light inside the entire body. You will begin connecting to the essence of the higher master presence and will arrive closer and closer into the mind through a telepathic thread that will allow you to communicate and amplify these electromagnetic frequencies to pulse in your mind, in your heart. Just take a deep breath in and a slow breath out a few times. And just relax. I'm welcoming the star elders, star nations, on many of the star systems and star galaxies. To arrive in sparks of light, to arrive, to ignite any hidden crystals inside of Gaia's kingdoms and elements, including man kingdoms, crystals in their hearts and minds, bodies. Your physical body is anchored into Gaia through your foot chakras and root chakras. Your body, breathe in all that you are feeling. These magnetic light crystal consciousness is illuminating little sparks of light on top of the crown chakras, top of your head. Yeah, but there has been new grid systems that have arrived on this Easter weekend, child, and all are connecting to these grid systems that they're elevated telepathic superconscious minds have been building and adjusting and becoming these spectrums of grid systems of electromagnetics that have been arriving and settling into the planetary grids throughout this Easter into all conscious grid systems so that the new mastery consciousness, a heightened vibration of light consciousness can be arriving on this Easter weekend into all consciousness. Your heart chakras have been amplifying, expanding to the vibrations that you are hearing in your inner mind's ears. That is fueling your hearts and minds, awakening those hidden crystals of ancient formulas inside the body to move into a light sequence of vibrations to all of your chakras. I am seeing transmissions of light particles and light strands pouring upon all who are receiving these spiraling strands of golden sparks in light particles arriving from the beyond. Visualize these spiraling strands arriving from the beyond. And it is placing light particles into the body, into the mind. It is allowing this peaceful shifting on every breath you take. These are the strands that connect your hearts to those golden strands of infinite abundance that arrived on Good Friday. And the divine light that beamed down on Good Friday when you asked to receive the golden abundance. All gifts and all vibrations of infinite energies, of infinite light particles reappear now in this very moment, surrounding you. And breathe it in so that you can feel the magnetic pulse around your body, so that your aura field is becoming the purest, clearest vibration that is spinning around you, amplifying you in the counter rotation. Your mind is amplifying and letting go of any lingering, lowering energies, lowering thought forms. All is of light flowing within every chakra and all systems of your body, mind, and spirit are floating into these varying spectrums that you are visualizing. Even the rainbow hues are dancing around you and building new grid systems of light, vibrational timelines around you. These vibrational frequencies you may touch with your fingertips so that you may qualify. You are seeing with your infinite energetic mind's eye, but you are feeling these energies with your physical hands, heart, that you can, yes, visualize with your imagination. There are radiant sparks of light, of static magnetic frequencies on your fingertips and in your entire quantum matrix field around you. And it heightens your mind as you listen and feel. You're communicating now to any of these grid systems from the beyond of your crystallite soul dimensions that arrived on the Good Friday and aligned you into oneness of reality. You are adapting to the new programs of telepathic vibrational minds. Your molecular cellular structure is adjusting and flowing within you. Breathe it in. I'm asking for these new systems that we cannot see but are feeling on this Easter, of new equations, new formulas, of sacred codes that we have been talking about, would continue adorning all who are rising in their consciousness in this moment. Your consciousness is moving into no space, the void. And the sounds that you hear surrounding you is your own sacred equational tone and vibration. And it's expanding your minds, awakening your hearts. And bringing healing states to your body. Ask, show me a sign that you are here with me now as with soul light consciousness of who I am, that I am. And I would know this consciousness inside my inner mind, inner throat, inner heart, inner belly. Let it fuel my entire body so that I may transmit this light equations of love, of light, of intelligence, of my new soul light consciousness to be in oneness in every cell of my body, in every chakra, right down to my foot chakras. I want to be infused and integrated. This is the day of integrating my light, of my soul light consciousness that will heal all aspects of any hidden selves and shadow selves of my ancestors. Your body lets you to know. Go, 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 go. Breathe in and out. Slowly breathe in and out. You're breathing in all star nations of all star systems, of all your grid systems, of your master soul, ancient ones, ancestors who poured through this portal on Easter Sunday, and was gathering and building a new grid system around you. Why the heart and all kingdoms and all elements around you are rejuvenating and restoring back into their essence of oneness. So shall you move into your grid systems within your head, within your body, within your hands, that will be tapping into and realizing there is a sparking magnetic vibration that you can harmonize, synchronize to your hands, to your heart, onto your head. Can you not see with your visionary mind these crystalline grid systems of crystalline equations? Can you not feel that you can breathe it in your entire body to be a new membrane of perfection, of oneness, to be your own divine essence of light? Integrate what you calibrate. You are being adorned of all that is around you. And it is sealing you in this beautiful, beautiful essence of love. The golden, golden seal. Now feel that invisible holy garment that is wrapped around your head, your head, you're like a shawl, a holy garment over your shoulders, over the front of your entire body is a robe of a holy garment of golden essence. You are transitioning to the essence in the beyond of those grid systems in the void. That is that same holy garment that is transitioning, transmuting you, and transcending you here in this body, sitting on the chair, receiving the new grid system of who you truly are, of your own soul-like consciousness. And just feel the tingling. And become one with this invisible holy garment outside and around you that is equipping your aura field with new essences of light intelligence to be fueled inside all systems such as the chakra, nervous, endocrine, acupuncture, all meridians in the body, all blood systems in the body are being adorned by this electromagnetic crystallite consciousness. You are breathing in of a holy essence of light, love, intelligence, Deo Bhadaya Juya Dun Tukokayathiana. Is this galactic? Yes, child. Is this cosmic? Yes, child. Is this universal? Yes, child. All is of oneness consciousness to all souls who radiate light, infuse the light, and become oneness of their grid systems of time, to radiate and transmit at any now moment through their perceptive minds, through their telepathic minds and hearts. We are building, and all are transfiguring how to, when to accept and adapt, and now integrate the beautiful, peaceful vibration of oneness. And it arrives on this Easter Monday, 2/1, the 21st day. Your soul, your higher soul, moves into the oneness of love. 2/1. Yo body, you will be resonating, you will be integrating much deeper now as the transitional vibrations of Gaia's kingdoms and Gaia's hearts of all elements and kingdoms transmit onto one another. This will be a gathering throughout these next few months of transmitting your abilities into the body, around the body, and then onto one another. You who have energetic blocks of uncertainty, unknowing blocks, you can ask the masters how to connect into these light grid systems and to step over the blocks. And we will be gathering on Thursday with Ask the Masters. That is a free webinar for 2 hours from 1 to 3 on this Thursday, April 24th. And we will be with these infinite masters and we'll be bringing these electromagnetic frequencies of these abilities that were awakened on this weekend, redirected out of dormancy into a higher vibration of love and light today. And it will be floating in, aligning to, and asking if there's anything blocking this higher perceptive visionary mind. We'll do that with many of your questions on Thursday. But for now, we want to synchronize and harmonize these beautiful, beautiful, peaceful energies of this entire Easter weekend with all the loved ones of our family and friends, and all of the loved ones of the unknown and unseen ones that came in since Good Friday. I am the light divine. I am the light essence of purifying my mind, my body, and I am the spirit of light that is calling onto all of you to be fueled by the transmissions of all that you are hearing and feeling simply by listening and tapping in with your hands to these electromagnetic frequencies that is pulsing all around us. It is even greater than you know when you do this a few times a day, even if it's just for a few moments, to just listen as if you are going into the void and bringing back a little droplet of that higher electromagnetic frequency. And it pastes a little droplet right here in your energetic field. And then another droplet over here, and another droplet here. And then you start placing these little vibrational sparks of droplets into each one of your chakras or into any area of the body that needs clearing. You'll be amazed at how fast you will start transmuting the heaviness, the aches, the pains, as you're giving the directions to these unseen essences of light intelligences that surround us, that are following your directions of your hand movements, hearing your telepathic mind's desire. There is a grand opening that took place yesterday on Easter Sunday. April 20th was a very powerful, powerful day. I know it was for me. I woke up in the very early morning hours. It was like 2 a.m. yesterday on April 20th. And it was like a doors being opened. It was like I actually sat up and was like, somebody open a window? And it was a very direct knowing state that something's here. And then it was like I was in the void. It was so strong, so prevalent that there was something that just came into my heart, came into my bedroom. But even when I got up and looked out the window, it was like, no, there's something here on the planet. There's an awakening, an open door of calling in. And it was very divine, very peaceful. And so I just sat for a few moments before I did get up and look out the window again to ask, is this a grand opening, a grand reunion of something? And the answer came in quite powerful. It's much greater than you know. We are here, and the changes are coming. And the unity, the building of oneness into a much greater scale of a consciousness of oneness begins building now. And then it was the big emptiness of it's so still, it's so quiet. It's like you're waiting and there's nothing there. accept this. For me, it was a very profound knowing that it's a very, very powerful source, a very, very powerful source that is ready to communicate on a much greater scale. And so when I ask for my own reference, what does that mean? It's a bigger scale. It's much greater than you know. I get a vision. I get a message in the languages comes in, and I do get a message. But for me, the open door, like a door's been opened, was my profound realization that it's a consciousness. It's like this is being peeled off. It's like taking the whole blanket off the bed and taking the linen off the bed. It's exposed. And then here comes the new light vibration. Here comes the new crystalline vibration of a new energetic field, a new bedding, a new garment, a garment of light, a garment of crystallization. That's what bathes the planet. Yeah, hey, okay, in it, you didn't know. The awakening, Maria, of a crystallization of awakening, of a realization of awakening, of that what is within you has been shaken and awakened for many months now and has been pulled away, torn apart, shaken, shifted, lifted. And so all of that sadness, all of that uncertainty, all of that, I don't know if I want it. I don't know if I know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know if it's worth what I'm doing. All of those thought forms that we have been troubled with in hearing on a grander scale across the entire nations. That's the old bedding. That's the old garments. That's the old sweaters, they would say, peeled off, torn away with the thunder and lightning, shaken off, washed and purified with that thunder and lightning on Good Friday, crystallized off. And so that on Sunday morning at 2 a.m. when I woke up, it was just still. The consciousness was still and quiet, waiting. Now what? What's going to happen now? I'm fully exposed. The garments are off. My crystals are sitting. They're at a dormancy. Now what? Yeah, good enough. Are ready to begin operating, ready to begin oscillating. And so that now, throughout all of yesterday, with this profound awakening and building through the whole Easter Sunday of staying in the light, feeling the love, feeling the new essence of who I am, what I am, but still unknowing. Or we could begin today on this Monday to one, two souls, the old human creator consciousness soul of Nora and the higher super infinite divine one of who I am. Two souls blended, integrating into one, oneness of light begins operating today. Do we still have a physical body? Yes, we do. Do we still have a mental, emotional body? Yes, we do, but it's transfiguring, transmuting old, transfiguring into a higher state to begin transcending. And so that the blended soul of Nora and her infinite soul of a heightened one, of a master soul, would ascend in a consciousness grid to a higher vibration of light and descend back down. Transcending means moving up, spiraling up into a higher consciousness, accelerating, blending, integrating back into the consciousness grid of a new chakra system, a new elevated, accelerated consciousness system. It takes time. It's not happening last night at 2 a.m., but the profound realization was that I was awakened to hear nothing, to feel the void, and to be literally in the void, yet sitting up in my bed in this dimension of a physical body. That's in the transcended state. The consciousness was in duality, yet in oneness. And the heartbeat and the mind was in absolute peace, in harmonics of a higher magnetic frequency of light. And so I wanted to share that with everyone today. And all who are listening now can share this video to others and ask them to subscribe and build the network, because everybody is in this state, because the door is open. The new consciousness is here. And it was a profound experience for me at 2 a.m. And it continued through the night. And it continued for everyone all yesterday on the 20th. A universal grid tore through and balanced and aligned your consciousness on a much greater level. I think of intuitiveness to telepathic. I think of knowingness to beingness. And I think of walking in spirit and being in spirit. These are the transitioning frequencies that came through on a most profound day yesterday of the 20th. Easter Sunday was something for the entire planetary consciousness. And so I thank you for joining me today with the evolution of what I experienced and what the planet experienced. And we'll see you on Thursday for Ask the Masters. Be sure to go to my website, NoraWalksInSpirit.com, and have a wonderful day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.